Work ethic. I've been referred to as Jamaican, but I'm not. Hard work is something that I was taught at an early age. I lived with a stepdad who, whatever time it was, when he woke up, everybody woke up. It was time to work. We didn't have any boys in our house. We lived on acreage. And we only had a push mower in the beginning. Guess who cut the grass? That was me. Guess who learned how to change a tire? That was me. Guess who learned how to fix a few things? That was me. And, you know, of course, as a kid, you think, I can't wait to be grown and move out of here. You go to college and you have to work hard. I went to college, worked hard. I got a job. I had to work. And right after college and when I came back to law school, I was working. I worked my way through law school. And I guess after my stint at the public defender's office, once I went into private practice, something about just having one job didn't work very well for me. So I've always worn many hats and been very busy. And even the work that I do in the community that I don't get paid for feels like work a lot of the time. But, you know, it's crucial. I believe in working. I think if you're able-bodied, you got to get up, you got to hit it, you got to get it done. You know, there are enough hours in the day that you can do something with yourself. And so I told you in the beginning, I have a lot of jobs now. I believe in work. I like work. Work keeps you out of trouble. And I like shoes. Work ethic is missing in a lot of our young people. I asked a young lady yesterday when I was sitting special who had a lot of attitude. She was doing a whole lot of talking while I was talking. And she's living with her grandmother, but her grandmother didn't want her to come back home. She was like, she needs to stay in detention. And so I was, of course, engaging her to ask her, you know, do you pay any bills? Do you have a mortgage? What is your job? I help around the house sometimes. What do you do? Every now and again, I wash dishes. Did I just tell you I had to cut acreage? We had farm. I had to pick peas, shell peas, pick up pecans. If there was work to be done, I had to do it. And that's teaching. That's what parents should do. We got to get back to old school values. I'm an advocate for that. I just think we got to. You can put a new twist on old school. For example, you know, this sagging thing, it drives me bananas. But to just walk up to somebody and say, you need to pull up your pants. You don't know what you're going to get from that, because it might be something in the back side of his pants. But if you can engage a young person in such a way to let them know that you really care about them, or it's not just a judgment. A couple of ways I like, I'll sneak up on some, oh, you probably didn't know it, but your pants are falling down. Can I help you with that? You know, it catches them off, but it's not that you need to, and it sometimes, you know, they may not hear you right then, but it comes across in a different kind of way. But ultimately, you need to have your pants up. So a new twist on an old school value, but it takes a little more work now than it used to, especially when somebody's already a teenager. But it's still doable, and I think there's a role for all of us to play. Whether you're on the bench, whether you're a lawyer, or whether you're a TV guy, there's work for all of us to do. Everybody needs to be touching the life of a child in one way or another, whether it's your child or somebody else's. Did you know that 70% of fourth graders are below proficient in reading in the state of Arkansas? Did you know that? Who doesn't have 30 minutes that they could go read to a student? At your church, at your house, at their house, at the public schools. They'd love to have you. Everybody's got to play a role if we're going to make a difference in our society. And serving on the bench would be an opportunity for me to get to help to shape our youth. You know, even if it's just one. I look forward to that opportunity. I am Tjuana Byrd, and I am respectfully asking for your vote on May 22nd, 2012.